YouTube, what it do? It's your boy K Been Away, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Sorry for the mishap. Got into it, was a little busy yesterday. Missed the video. Got to start my 90-day streak up again, but we're gonna keep going because I love this shit. So let's get into the video. Today's video topic is gonna be about accountability for your actions. Not for nobody else, not for any family member, nothing like that. And this topic kind of came to me today because I'm not gonna put any names or anything like that, but somebody who's very, very deeply close to me, who I love very, very much, feels a certain type of way about maybe some of my videos, or maybe I'm talking about them or anything like that. So I'm just gonna set the record straight here amongst my people, amongst my community, and amongst them as well. These videos are about Kenndel Riley. They're not about anybody else. Every time I speak, I'm speaking about myself. I'm not slandering anybody. I'm not trying to make anybody feel some type of way. But if you feel some type of way about what I'm saying, that's a problem with yourself. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, anyways, accountability for your actions. What does that mean? What does that mean to me? I'm accountable for everything that Kenndel Riley did, didn't do, passed up on, was lazy, didn't feel like doing it. I'm paying for all those actions now. Everything that I'm living right now happened 2 years ago. The results, the dedication, the habits I'm building right now are gonna affect me 2, 3 years, 5 years down the line. That's just the bottom line. And me, I'm coming to accept that no matter the course, no matter what happens, accountability, I have to hold myself accountable. Today I woke up, I'm not really feeling the best. I've been under the weather, missed a couple days of work last week, but I'm accountable. I still go to the gym. I still made some calls even though I was at home sick, trying to set up appointments, trying to get my first deal done, signed, inked for this month. And I have to hold myself accountable to those standards. Because the big thing that I learned, one of my big things I learned from my last year of football is you don't seek to the level of your preparation, you seek to the level of your training. And what that really means is, what is your habits like? What are you really like when nobody's watching? What are you doing when nobody's watching? What are you doing on a day in, day out basis to become the best version of yourself? Are you holding yourself accountable? Are you skipping those meals? Are you going to Whole Foods or the Sprouts or the Costco or the Target, buying the right groceries and still DoorDash it anyway? Or are you coming home, you actually cooking the food, you meal prepping, you grabbing your scale, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're staying the course no matter what, no matter your feelings, no matter your emotions. Life has ups and downs, but you can always control what you do on a day in, day out basis. And one of the things we do every single day, I don't care who you are, you have to eat. You have to control what goes in your mouth. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins of the world. Gluttony is killing more people than drugs, alcohol. It's gluttony. Really walk around and take a look around at what's going on in the world. Really, when you go to the store, look around at what people have in their carts, at what people look like. Not judgmental, just observing. It's one of my big things I'm working on, is judging. Trying to be a better man, trying to become the best version of myself. I was talking to my mentor a couple days ago, and I was talking to him about, I felt like I'm judging others. And you know, this is why I want to talk about this today. Because he said, when you judge or you feel some type of way about something, that's really you projecting onto that person. Whether it's the old version of you, or how that used to be you, or however you want to cut it, you're projecting your own emotions onto somebody else who doesn't even know you're thinking that. Caught myself judging family members, caught myself judging people randomly at the store, at the gym. Why? Because I have to do more inner work. I have to work on Kenndel more. I have to do better. I have to do it. Nobody else can do this shit for me. Nobody else is gonna come save me. Accountability for my actions, accountability for my thoughts. What you think is so powerful. That's why when you speak negative on yourself, when you speak negative on others, your life, you're giving out to the universe that you're a negative person. That's why bad shit is happening. You have to be positive. You have to be counterintuitive. When you think bad thoughts, I'm not saying I'm perfect. When you think those bad thoughts, Accept them, register them, really take them in. Like, oh wow, I just thought that about that person, and that person is just minding their business at the store. That's why I said observing. Don't judge, observe. Observation and judging are two different things, but there's a fine line. But you catch yourself in those moments, think about it, process it, and accept, like, okay, that's not who I want to be. That's not who Kenndel Riley wants to be. Let me think about it. I'm sorry that sorry God, I didn't mean to think like that, and clean the plate. Move on. I'm not upset. I don't feel any type of way. I really love these videos. I really love doing this. I really love what this is doing for me. And I don't want to stop. I'm not going to stop. Because I really, truly believe this is what needs to be heard. This is what needs to be said. You have to be accountable for your own actions. Without accountability, who are you? Without a solid foundation, what do you have? Nothing. If I didn't go and get myself right, if I didn't go and figure my shit out, if I didn't accept that it's not my parents, it's not my grandparents' fault, it's nobody else's fault but mine, as soon as I held myself accountable, my whole life changed for the better. Because the reason I say that, I always had a fucking choice. I didn't have to go the extra mile and DoorDash every day when I was in college and get all the way 375 pounds. I didn't have to say yes when my grandma was offering me food. I didn't have to say yes to a lot of that shit. But I did. And a fucked up, soft motherfucker would blame everybody else. But in reality, that was my fault. Because in my head, even then, I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing that shit. But what did I do? I was gluttonous. I was greedy. And because all of that, I had to pay, my career paid the price. My football career paid the price. I think I could have been a real guy if I would have just locked the fuck in. If I would have just held myself fucking accountable. I don't need that McDonald's. I don't need that shit. But I wanted it for myself because I was so damn gluttonous, so damn greedy, couldn't hold myself accountable for nothing. Kenndel Riley wasn't ready yet. Bottom line, it was nobody else's fault but my own. That's why in the beginning of this video, I talked about it. I don't blame anybody. I'm not slandering anybody. Shit, I'm talking about myself. I always reference myself. I reference nobody else in these videos. It's always on me. Straight up. I get on here to speak my truth. That's it. K-Ben away out.